The United States is still reeling from the mass shooting at an elementary school in Texas as lawmakers scramble to put an end to the gun violence. Now, in the latest, at least 6 people have been gunned down, several others left injured in a pair of mass shootings over the weekend. 3 people were killed, 14 suffered gunshot wounds after a shooting near a nightclub in Tennessee. As per authorities, 2 people died from gunshot wounds and 1 person died from injuries after being struck by a vehicle while fleeing the scene. Tim Kelly, the mayor of Chattanooga, where the shooting took place, said that the city had some extensive plans to address gun violence, adding that these plans will progress with more urgency following the latest incident.
We had some fairly extensive plans to address gun violence that are in the process of coming together, including participating in the Justice Department's Partnership for Safety program. So those are all progressing, and they'll progress with even more urgency now.
Meanwhile, a mass shooting in Philadelphia over the weekend left at least 3 people dead, 11 others wounded. Multiple shooters opened fire in Philadelphia's busy South Street area around midnight on Saturday. As per officials, 2 men and a woman were killed. Philadelphia Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw said that one of the victims had gotten into a fight with another man, which could have been the cause of the shooting, while the 2 other victims were bystanders.
Police who were on patrol on South Street heard numerous gunshots coming from the 200 block of South Street. Police were already on location, and they observed several active shooters shooting into the crowd. One of the officers, observing an active shooter, discharged at that individual that was an active shooter. It's unclear at this time whether that individual was struck or not.
A surveillance video from the shooting showed people on a crowded street running in panic after the gunshots were fired. The whereabouts of the shooters were not immediately known. 2 handguns recovered at the scene, including one with an extended magazine. There were no immediate arrests, though. These incidents followed recent shootings at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York, an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, a medical building in Tulsa, Oklahoma. These shootings have left dozens of people dead. Such gun violence has become almost commonplace in America, with more than 6 other shootings recorded over the weekend, in which multiple people were killed. This is according to the Gun Violence Archive, which tracks shootings nationwide. Meanwhile, gun safety advocates are pushing the United States government to take stronger measures to curb gun violence. U.S. President Joe Biden called for new gun control legislation last week. Following the latest incidents, he renewed his call for restrictions on semi-automatic rifles. So far, there have been at least 240 mass shootings in the United States this year. Gun violence has killed over 18,000 people, including over 10,000 suicides this year. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.